Same wavelength. I feel like our wavelengths are off.
Okay. What? I'm just trying to figure out where we went.
I don't know. I don't know where we went or where we go.
My edible's kicking in. I don't have time.
Did you
for
really?
this.
Did you take edibles?
Yeah.
How
you want
much?
one?
What is that? Gummies?
Yeah. I think this one might be like some sort of red fruit flavor. And this one's blueberry.
I'm just so happy that it has Buddha on it. Is this your magical chill power? Is this where it comes from?
No.
Oh, okay. So like even if you weren't smoking or getting high or whatever, you would be still chill?
Yeah.
Okay. What?
I'm pretty even killed. It's really hard to get me extremely pissed off or like extremely excited.
So you just always...
I'm pretty even all the time.
This is our yin and
If you
yang?
want to get me extremely excited, like walk Winston Duke in this room.
Winston. Oh, okay.
Or De Niro, or just tell me I booked like a huge thing.
Also, we talked about this a little bit, the Scorsese thing.
What about him?
I love Scorsese. I can't remember why
okay.
we were talking about him or why I was talking shit about it, but I love Scorsese. I would say my top 5 favorite...
Top 5 or not even top 5, top 3.
I was going to say it's top 5 favorite films.
Films of all time?
Goodfellas and Wolf of Wall Street are in there.
Okay. What are the others?
Oh, I can't think of the others right now. I just know that those two are in there in reference to the Martin Scorsese stuff. This whole thing is going to be you fucking giving me looks and then sipping unapprovingly. Disapprovingly? Disapprovingly.
It's really sad that a black man can't even read a black woman's expressions and things without thinking it's
is that what we're going to bring? Oh, we still got to talk about the whole black female comic thing.
I guess. I don't know. But what? No, I'm curious now. So if you said Casino or Goodfellas?
Goodfellas. I actually haven't seen Casino. I saw the beginning of it and then... Oh, sorry. Do we got to stop the podcast?
I'm sorry. My heart stopped for a second.
Everybody, just so you know, she flipped her hair real quick. Just one.
You haven't seen Casino?
No, I haven't seen it. Is that gonna? Ooh, that should be in the list of shit. I'm gotta watch Raging Bull, Casino.
Honestly, I'm just gonna curate. I do love doing this for people. I'll just curate a bunch of movies for you to watch because that's ridiculous that you haven't seen Casino. I love Goodfellas, but Goodfellas could never be Casino.
Okay, okay. Because I haven't seen Casino yet, I won't talk shit.
I mean, yes,
Joe Pesci and Goodfellas.
I mean, yes, Joe Pesci and Goodfellas, but Joe fucking Pesci. Honestly, if you're gonna talk about great Joe Pesci films, yeah, there's Casino and
Home
the Goodfellas,
Alone.
and there is the cinematic classic Home Alone.
Yeah.
But honestly, Raging Bull.
Yeah, he plays the brother.
He's De Niro's brother.
Those two are magical together.
They really are.
Is there a better duo
than Pesci and De Niro?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Where there's just this perfect like synergy. There's something about.
But I mean, so if you're talking about just dramatic acting, because then if you're gonna say like perfect duos, then you got to go all the way back to like Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers.
Oh God, I can't wait to tell Bryce to listen to this episode in particular.
I don't know who that is, so fuck Bryce.
Oh, don't say that about Bryce. That will actually hurt his feelings.
Fuck him.
This is Bryce. Don't listen to her. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
I don't know who he is.
She haven't met you.
Where is he?
Remember, I told you about the podcast I had, the 500 favorite films.
No,
I didn't tell you about this.
No.
Oh, you would like this. You would love to actually be like in it.
If you had a podcast about favorite films and you've never seen Casino.
He's a cinephile, like a real cinephile, and he way better than you. And
fuck Bryce. Bryce is a woman, is a bitch's name. Look it up. She's an actress. Bryce Dallas Howard.
Is that the only other Bryce, huh?
Bryce is
this
a bitch's
is a
name.
needlessly aggressive podcast with you.
I haven't said a single rude thing to you.
It's all in the tone. It's all in the tone and the body language. I wish people could see the body language and that she's wearing some sort of robe.
I'm not wearing a robe.
What
I'm
is
wearing
this?
an oversized t-shirt dress.
Nah, this is some African queen robe shit that you got on.
No, it's an oversized t-shirt dress.
Yeah, okay.
It's a
oversized t-shirt dress?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Just because you've been wearing the exact same thing every day like Doug,
yeah,
don't
I'm trying
mean
to survive, yo. I'm trying to survive in these streets.
Okay, well then get a job and afford a wardrobe like me.
I have a job. I work with children, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's not a job. It's a fucking
That's not a job. What
It's
I
a hell.
did today.
It's a hell.
That's most jobs is a hell. Either way. So
but no,
yeah.
You have to watch Casino.
Yeah, of course. Okay. I'm not like opposed to it.
But anyway, you had a podcast about 500 movies.
Oh, so he made his list of his top 500 favorite films.
Ooh, 500 is a big number.
It's a lot. And so we've been going in descending order, and every episode is 3, so it'd be 500, 499, 498.
Right.
And then I have to pick one of the 3 I haven't seen. We watch it, and then I tell him how I feel about it, whatever.
Gotcha.
And it's not like he always...
It's a review cast.
Yeah. But it's also about like me learning about film and and all that. And we finished the first. We finished.
What have you watched so far?
So many things. Hold up. We watched like the weirder stuff.
I don't care. What have you watched thus far?
What? Why do you have these walls up?
It's not a wall. I'm saying I don't care.
Also, this is Rachel Hall, everybody. All right. We've been recording.
I know. I don't care what style of movie. Just like what have you watched thus far?
Let's see. I watched Potep. I watched Near Dark. I watched not Rings of Fire. Streets of Fire, something like that. I watched so many. What is the one? Gravity. I watched. Oh, one of my favorite ones was Master of Suspense. Hitchcock. It was
Dial M for Murder.
No, it was the one.
Birds.
No, it was the one where it's one shot. It's like a play almost, and it's about these 2 guys who commit a murder and they
39 Steps.
No, they commit a murder and rope.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I really like that one.
Okay.
I learned a lot about what I like and don't like in film through watching things.
I think that's really smart. I try to do that all the time, like pull a movie I haven't seen, because I do love movies. And to me, same thing with like music. I like when I hear something and I go, I know where that sample came from. Like I know where this shot came from. So I just like being able to do that.
It was interesting seeing, because I'd never really delved into older films like that, and this podcast has forced me to do so. Sometimes it would not.
You should. Everybody should. Older films were my starter.
You really are joking about the De Niro shit, huh?
Oh, my De Niro pillow?
Yeah, there's a De Niro pillow with De Niro's head superimposed on.
To be fair, I did not get this for myself. This was a Christmas gift from my roommate across the thing. So she put De Niro's face on it. I would have picked a different face for De Niro. This is from a movie I don't like. And then my other roommate that you met, she got one with John Mayer's face on it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I know what to get you for your birthday and or Christmas, if I so choose. If I have the money.
De Niro's phone number? His new address?
He's kind of old now, isn't he? How old is he?
82.
Would you honestly, if De Niro's like, hey,
yeah,
really?
I absolutely, positively love that man.
Okay, can we get into that? What is it about De Niro that brings this sexual lust out of you that makes you want to climb on top of his wrinkled body because he could not get on top of you? There's no way.
No.
You saw that kick in The Irishman in the street?
That CGI in The Irishman just fucking annoyed me. But no, to be fair, it's more so it's just like talent more than anything. And I just also think he's a super handsome man. But
the white man.
Yeah, the white man.
You're trying to
the white man who only fucks black women.
Does he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
De Niro's all of his kids are black.
Fuck out of here.
He just not just divorced. Like over the past couple years, he divorced. I think the divorce is final. The divorce was super messy because he was dating this woman or married to this woman named Grace Hightower. They were married for a super long time, and then before that, he only been married like one other time.
One of his kids looks like Ice Cube's kid.
Probably was it Raphael? Which
Elliot.
one? Oh wait, one of the twins.
I guess this dude kind of had like a young Ice Cube kid vibe to me.
I don't think that's not one of his kids.
Elliot De Niro.
Oh wait, is this the youngest one?
I guess he's playing tennis.
Because not too like he has like young ones that are like 15.
Damn.
But I think the twins are like 20 something.
I've never learned so much about Robert De Niro in my life.
Yes, Julian is the fine one. Good God.
Let me see Julian. Okay, so you
Julian is good looking. I mean, Raphael, the oldest one. No, I'm just saying that particular child, that De Niro.
This is a better picture of him. He looks like a douche, but
he does look like an ass there. He also looks younger in that one, but that De Niro is a good looking De Niro. The twins are fine too.
God damn.
But here's the thing: I'm very aware that Robert De Niro is a shitty person to be in a relationship with. He was a shitty father to his first 3 kids, and he has problems, and he's fucking shitty to be around. Like, I'm not stupid.
Is he but is he known to be a nice person?
No.
Oh, really? Oh.
He's known to be an extremely like stubborn to the annoying side person.
I can't. I would imagine when you reach that level of...
he's always been like that. At least based off of every biography I've read, he's always been this elusive type person.
Do you think so? I wouldn't say required, but with artists... Let me just turn this shit down real quick. When it comes to artists, it feels like there's almost a requirement of not being shitty, but being... at bare minimum, really annoying.
That's some bullshit that somebody invented a long time ago of the tortured artist. So now people buy into the idea that in order for them to be an artist, they have to be tortured on some level, whether it be romantically or like psychologically or like some. That's the problem with Kanye. That's the problem with fucking Soulja Boy. I watched that bullshit interview today. Like, they feel like it's almost like there's a piece of them that's like, oh, I'm an artist, so I have to act this way, which is so fucking stupid. Just do the thing. You don't have to act like an artist. That's so fucking stupid.
Do you feel like the type of person that is attracted to the arts has a tendency to be on the more extreme levels of things?
No.
Why?
Because I'm not on the extreme levels of anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. And I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, I'm not on the extreme levels of anything. I'm not talking about like, oh, I'm a bipolar person. And, like, I'm not any... I'm a normal ass fucking person, and every single person I know that is also an artist, especially an entertainer, especially comedians, at least the ones that I fuck with. Yeah, we're not all cokeheads who are depressed and are trying to kill ourselves every 25 seconds. I don't know where this idea that you have, if you're an artist of any kind, you have to be tortured. You don't. That's so stupid.
I think that you need to have life. You need to have experience. Generally speaking, there's those people with that weird.
But having experience is not moping around and being.
I never said all that. I'm saying having a connection to your emotions in a way that the average person doesn't.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that's strange.
What?
Having that type of connection with your emotions, or being crazy enough to go on. Like, art's about taking risks. But
just because you're an artist doesn't mean. I mean, it's helpful to have like a more. A deeper connection with your emotions, but we're also people, and do we? No. We all still run from emotions like everybody else.
Yes, but I think at least with comedians, there's a more self-awareness of the emotions.
I don't think that either, because there's plenty of comedians I've met that have no self-awareness. None whatsoever.
Are they the ones that you fuck with, though?
No.
All right, well, there you go. I just think
there are people who have literally no self-awareness, or they've gotten to the point where they think, like a Soulja Boy, that they are beyond. I didn't listen to this interview.
Did it really bother you?
He's crazy.
Yeah.
I think, and I say crazy, and that's a terrible thing to say, because I don't think he's crazy. I think he's mentally ill. You remember Orlando Brown?
Yeah.
From Raven Simone?
Yeah.
That's Soulja Boy on some Orlando Brown shit.
Oh, is it that bad?
I think so.
That's upsetting. He went to Jesus now. I heard his Jesus raps.
I don't fucking know. I just know he went to rehab, Orlando, so good for him. But I think Soulja Boy is on this level of like whatever Orlando Brown was on. And it's annoying, because all people do is when you get to a certain level of money and quote unquote fame, they just go, yeah, you right. Like they just, everybody everybody pumps him up. Like I was watching on the Breakfast Club, and they were just Soulja Boy was like, "I'm the #1 rapper ever," and it's like, no, you're not. It's clear we all
not
aware.
Even close.
He's like, I've sold more albums than anybody. You haven't.
No.
We all know that. A quick little search on Billboard will get you that answer. But all of them sat there and they were like,
Charlamagne
"You are the greatest." Yeah, you right. And it's like, stop pumping this crackhead up.
Charlamagne feels like the type of guy who would call it out though.
He didn't. He pumped it up.
It was probably for his own entertainment.
It was. So you can look at his face. You can look at his face and see it was for his own entertainment.
So you feel like the average, like an average everyday person could get into the arts and be successful?
No.
Ooh, okay. So what's the difference? What's the difference, and what makes you better than everybody else?
I don't think I'm better than anybody else, but if you think that, that's fine with me. No, it's a difference because it's just a matter of things that you care about. You didn't give a shit about math in school. Am I right?
Me?
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know how to do it, so.
Yeah. You didn't give a shit. Like, you can't make someone care about a thing that they just don't care about, whether they're good at it or not. You could be an amazing basketball player.
I could have been very good.
But I'm just saying, you could be now. But if you don't give a shit, then what? Who cares? You're not gonna try to cultivate a thing that you don't really give a shit about. I can be good at doing hair, but that doesn't mean I want to charge people for it because I don't want to be a beautician.
What drove you towards the arts? Acting specifically, because I know that between the two, if given the choice, you're an actor.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not a comedian.
Don't do that.
If between the two, if you were to force to be picked one, you'd pick an actor. So what is it about acting that makes you do that? Why? Let's get in your tortured Batman past. Let me hear about it.
I used to fucking love Batman.
What happened? Also, you're not going to deflect away from. We'll get back to your emotions. All right, cool.
But I'm just saying, I used to fucking love Batman, and then the more I keep telling myself I'm going to rewatch my way through the animated series because that is one of the greatest things on television ever invented. So I want to rewatch my way back through it. But like as I get older and I think about Batman, I'm like, yo, you a fucking villain.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
And we have just been upholding your ass.
White people.
For all this time. And I used to fucking love Batman. But like, he's a cool ass villain. But like, because he's been tricking us into thinking he was the hero all this time.
Yeah, well, I mean, but that doesn't. I think that isn't that universe just filled with gray? Isn't that the whole idea of Batman?
We mean of DC or Batman? Or
I'm gonna say Batman specifically. Mm-hmm. The idea that there is no hero or villain. It's about perspective and all that.
Batman ain't shit. What do you really think about it? To go back to answering your question, because I know that's what you was about to say.
No, we can go. We can talk about Batman for a little bit if you want to.
I'm already back to your question.
Okay. Okay.
So I grew up watching like the first show that I like loved and I still love to this day. I don't want to dig all that shit out that closet, but I have the commemorative Barbie dolls and everything to go along with it and all the other paraphernalia. I was like hooked on I Love Lucy. Love that show. Still do. Lucy and Desi, you're over there. That woman, and then honestly, the things that the two of them had done, I know they grew to hate each other over time and then like love each other again and all this other shit. And there's a bunch of other problems within of Lucille and Desi, not the Ricardos, but I absolutely love them. I always just think like, oh, she's so funny. She's so funny. And then I grew up watching Turner movie classics, so this is why I know all like the old stuff. I used to love black and white movies. I would watch them so much. I would be like, did you ever watch Lovecraft Country?
Mm-mm.
God, Aaron. Okay.
We're gonna do. Look, we'll get into it. We'll get into it.
No, but I would I love them so much. I would, because we didn't have a computer for the longest, of course, because who did at the beginning stages of computers. So we had like an old typewriter that I used.
Oh shit! Typewriter?
It was a typewriter. Yeah, I would write out the scripts like word for word watching the movie. I would act out the movie. Did you smoke a
cigar while you did it? Did you have a mustache?
I would have loved that. I had candy cigarettes.
A scotch.
And I would like act out the things as they were going on. If there was a musical, I can guarantee you I knew all the choreography. I would do it upstairs in the game room. Like, so I always loved acting, but I was a super shy kid and everything. So I was just like, no, it's just not for me. And I had made up in my mind, like when I was like 4, that I was going to be a lawyer. So that was like all that I was kind of focused on. But I would always be like, I can do that. Like to myself, like I can do that. And then like it literally took me to like my junior year of high school to like walk into the theater building, or not the theater building, but the theater room in my high school. And I did band and all the other stuff too. So, you know, but to walk into the theater, and then once I got there, I was like, yeah. No, I was never the lead in anything. I was never the star of anything. But I've never been the lead of anything. I've never been the star of anything. But I keep coming back because I fucking love it. Like, when I look at the people who inspired me, I just want to do that for other people. And I know what I look like, so don't do that. I know that there's like water coming from my face.
No.
But I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah.
And I'm not good at anything else. I'm not good at anything else.
My smile is because I get. Oh.
I know, that's so stupid.
Are we gonna hug it out?
No.
Okay. No,
it's hot in my room.
It is. Super hot
I'm so sorry. But anyway, what?
I am a great interviewer.
No, I just talk a lot.
Okay. You can't give me my flowers ever, girl. God damn.
Oh my God, Aaron, you're so good.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's what they say when they come too.
Right.
Game over. All right. No. I'm smiling because I get the feeling. See, if I get on my track of stand up, I'm sure the same thing will happen. But
oh no, go down your track.
No,
Aaron.
I'm not gonna go.
Go down the track.
I'm a man.
Go down the track. Go down the track. Chugga 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 chugga.
Woman, I know for me it's this. There is a freedom and comfort on stage that I get way more than in real life, in regular day-to-day life.
Right.
There's something about being on stage. Everyone has to listen to me for the first time. Like I get to say.
Well, they don't have to.
Then they can fucking leave then, because it is a place of like pure freedom to me. Right. It's like I know everyone else in this crowd is fucking scared unless they're comedians. Everyone else in this crowd is fucking scared to do this. And you can talk all your shit about me. You can talk your shit about my clothes, my shoes, how I dress, the way I talk, whatever it is about me. Off stage, you're welcome to do that.
Right.
But you can't do this, and I know you can't. And I know you're impressed. Even if I'm bombing, you're like, well, he's confident up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I told you, I wish we did the podcast at the pizza place because that was a lot of our origins. But
okay.
Yeah. But I have this obsession with documenting things.
Like writing shit down?
Well, I have a journal too, but like.
Oh, that's so cute. Is there a lock on it? Is it a heart-shaped lock?
It's very easy to get into.
It's a heart-shaped lock, and you have to like kiss it in order to get into it, and then it goes, oh.
Yeah, I live in Powerpuff Girls land. That's exactly how everything functions
so
in the world.
Cute. You have a pink pen with a little pink fuzzy thing on the top.
I should get one. I should get one for my writing jokes because I don't think it would make it funnier for some reason.
Like Clueless?
Oh, I haven't seen
another movie you haven't seen?
I haven't seen it in a long time.
Oh,
you know what's a great movie?
I'll be the judge of that.
No. It is a great movie. Mean Girls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the greatest thing Tina Fey ever did.
One of the most quotable movies ever.
And I was in an acting class that just ended, or it just ended for me. I'm not gonna be there next week, but and it was an on-camera class, and we were just like practicing like slate things. And so a slate is just when you go up there, you say your name, usually your height, and then if you have an agent, you'll say that as well, usually, or you'll say like your where you are. So it'll be like, hi, my name is Rachel Austin Hall, I'm 5'9", and I'm in Chicago, Illinois. And you just smile and go, or whatever. So we were like practicing the slate, and so there was a lot of people in the class who had never done anything before. And so he was kind of just going over, sometimes they'll ask you a question, like a personality question, just to see, your personality, and it'll be something really simple. So the question that he gave me, he was like, okay, I did my slate, and he goes, great. Describe your perfect day? And without dropping a beat, I just went April 25th. Oh wait, that's Miss Congeniality. I'm high. Never mind. Podcast over.
It's been not enough time. Okay.
I will spend plenty of time.
I have an obsession with recording things, with documenting, with film. I've been documenting this whole.
Just writing, or do you take pictures?
Filming, taking pictures, video, podcasts. Like,
why?
I think a big part of it was when I was a kid. My grandpa was my father for the most part, and then he was a stroke when I was early on in middle school or late elementary school. I can't remember which. And I remember all throughout like middle school, he was in the hospital. And then I believe he had dementia at a certain point. You have any family member you've experienced someone with dementia?
No. My grandfather was good. He died year before last, is 97. And then Peggy died, that's his wife, a few before that. She was barely getting into Alzheimer's, but I mean like barely. And then both my parents are passed.
It is devastating. I remember I was in middle school and he'd been back from the hospital, and we had this like guest room with his little hospital bed, and my grandma and my mom left to run errands or whatever, so it was just me and him. And he was yelling at me about how he wanted to get up and go do stuff. He didn't understand like you can't do that right now.
Yeah.
And so I go over to him, and there were times when he didn't remember me, which was just fucking heartbreaking. And I went in, and he's like yelling because he's angry, and I was like, Grandpa, I can't help you right now. You can't get up. And he started yelling at me, he started cursing at me, and which was out of character for him. And he was like, no, Aaron, get me out of he started screaming at me. He's like, get me out of the thing. Get me out of the bed. I need to get out. I need to do the thing. Get me out. And he's like screaming at me. And there's just nothing I could say to explain to him.
Yeah.
And so I started crying, and I sat outside because I couldn't. He just didn't stop screaming, and so I was sitting outside waiting for my mom and my grandmother to come home. And I remember around that time, the idea of preserving memories and thoughts and ideas and things just became paramount to me.
Yeah.
Like I have a physical photo album.
You don't want me to open that closet?
Like literally, I'll show you my phone.
I have
for real?
so many.
Oh, I want to look now.
The apartment building across the alley caught on fire during the summer, and so
you threw the shit out first, the pictures first.
No, ever since then, I literally I packed the things that matter. So if something caught on fire, all I have to do is literally pick that bag up and leave.
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
But there's this obsession that I have now with documenting. And I have I remember one of the other things that would jog his memory would be pictures and video too. And so there's this piece of me. I'm pretty sure that's hereditary.
What?
Dementia, things like that. I think.
I honestly don't know. I'm leaning towards it. I don't think so.
Regardless, I have a shit memory. Like I have a shit memory regardless.
Oh. And I don't even know what happened 45 seconds ago.
Well, you're very high, I'd imagine.
To be honest with you, the high just matches the state I'm in all the time.
Oh, that's good.
I can't remember. It's weird. I can't remember shit, but I remember everything.
Can't wait till we keep telling the same jokes to each other. But
you say that now.
But yeah, so I just have this obsession with documenting, and with stand-up in particular. So many people have been so fucking negative about it that me documenting it from basically the beginning. I have old podcasts and shit from the very
So you
beginning.
have receipts is what you're saying.
And I can't wait to be like,
you
see this?
petty bitch.
Yep. Oh, I can't wait. Part of it is to say like,
you petty bitch.
I'm super petty. I'm petty as fuck about it. Because
that's so funny.
I fucking know my potential, and knowing that so many people have been like, Aaron, you can't do that. I can't do it, therefore you can't do it. And it's like, fuck you, I'm doing it then.
Listen,
Uh-huh.
I don't have the, like, fuck you, I'll show you spirit like you do.
Go for it.
Okay.
Take me.
Like you do. However, as my two best, especially my two best friends, Shay and Chaz, can attest, I'm a petty ass bitch. I've gotten really good at controlling that petty ass spirit. But if you take me there, let's go there. Take me there. I want to go there. Okay. I've said the same thing. I have said so many times, like, I can't wait to get on stage, and then just like, and maybe this is why nothing has happened to me, because there's still a petty spirit like living in my
the bad karma still
deep down in my asshole. But like, if I ever get a chance to be like, I've had this dream before.
Oh, I'm excited.
That so when I had when my like high school reunion thing popped up, I remember they reached out on Facebook, and I remember and they added me to a group, and I remember I did write, don't invite me to this shit, and then I left the group. I was like, I don't fucking care, because I do not care. I don't want to see you. I don't give a shit about your kids. That's the petty part of me coming through again. But like, I was just like, no. But there was a part of me that was like, man, what if I had like made it by then, and then I showed up to my high school reunion, and then everyone's gonna be like, oh my God, Rachel, it's so nice to see you, blah, blah, blah. And then I can get on stage and remember being like, you was a piece of shit, you was a dick, you was this, blah, 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 blah. Like, just run through everyone, drop the mic, and then be like, helicopter, let's go. Like Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion. Another movie you haven't seen.
No. We'll watch movies. It's all good.
You're making my head hurt. How many movies you haven't seen?
I can't wait for this friendship to develop and blossom.
No, it's over.
I mean, you, surprisingly enough, this was something else I want to talk to you about.
Yeah.
Since meeting, we've talked pretty much every day, which has been like a week.
Sure.
What?
I just told you I had a bad memory, so I don't fucking know.
Oh my God, you're on your walls. Why did you feel the not urge, but why still talk to me? I was actually very surprised at that, because like I said when I first met you, you seemed like Queen Bee, and I know that you're more introverted than that, but like
more like Queen R. You get it?
Oh my God,
you get it?
Oh, my
do you
God.
get it though? Do you get it? Queen R.
Is that your avatar? Good avatar.
Oh, on my Netflix.
Is that indicative of your personality at all?
Maya Rudolph is one of my favorite people on earth.
For listeners, that's what's the character's name from Big Mouth?
Oh, the monster.
Yeah, is she just the hormone monster?
She's a hormone monster.
But I mean, Maury is Maury. What's her?
Was her? Actually, that's a good question.
Let me check.
I always just go Maya Rudolph. Her character is Maya Rudolph.
Female hormone monster. What's her name?
Here is information from Wikipedia.
Connie?
Connie.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah.
I just call her Maya Rudolph.
That's fine.
I love Maya Rudolph. I feel like Maya Rudolph is my spirit animal.
She was in Idiocracy?
I've never seen that, so I don't know.
Oh, you haven't seen a movie. Oh, there's a movie that you haven't seen.
So what the score is like 7-1.
Oh, you haven't seen that?
So the movie's like 7-1. You haven't seen. I absolutely love Maya Rudolph. I think her and Tracy Ellis Ross are my spirit animals. I love them so much. Like their personalities and everything. Maya Rudolph is in one of my favorite movies.
Which is?
I have the screenplay for it.
You're a fucking nerd, bro.
I never said I wasn't. Away We Go.
Okay.
It was a film written and directed by Sam Mendes. And it was the film Sam Mendes did right before he started directing the Bond films. But it's Maya Rudolph and John Krasinski. John Krasinski is Jim from The Office.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. I forget that I have to speaking black folks. So
No, I know.
no, you know how black folks are. We only know you by the character that we met you as.
The fuck? Wait, what?
We only know you as the character we met you as. I said Jim Kwasinski, and you were like, I don't know. I said Jim from The Office. That's the first time you ever saw Jim Kwasinski. So therefore, you only know him as the character
okay. Fair enough,
that you met him as.
That is a oh shit, huh?
That black folks always do that. Do you remember how many times? You remember when you first saw Friday, and then The Fifth Element came out, and you were like, "Oh shit, Debo!" You were like, Debo.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a name. His name is Debo.
Yeah, fair enough. Speaking of okay, I wanted to.
As only black folks do that. Anytime you see what's her name, Tashina Arnold, you say, "Oh, Pam." That's Pam from Martin. Black folks only know the person that we met you as.
That's okay. So you got the whole whitewashed Oreo bullshit growing up. Did you get that?
Oh, for sure.
What?
People thought I was mixed for the longest, and I just went along with it.
Really?
I've gotten darker as I've gotten
you look
older.
pretty dark. It's a compliment.
Are we like the same color?
Nah.
You're like a shade lighter.
Yeah,
than me?
I'm lighter than you.
Barely.
See, I'm a house.
So you're
Negro.
officially light skinned. I'm on the cusp. I'm red bone, as they say in the South.
I don't think really. Red bone.
Red bone.
I've never been to the South really.
Like red clay.
No, that makes sense.
Red dirt clay.
I don't think I'm light skinned.
I know you don't, but no light skinned nigga thinks they light skinned.
No, because
unless they light.
No. There's like
Skin.
hold up. Let me just.
Unless you like
Light skinned niggas.
Oh, you can't type that into Google. You're gonna fuck up everyone's algorithm.
It says
unless you're
light
like
skinned Nigerian. Or whatever.
Unless you're like who's Michael Ealy is like light skinned. Everyone knows he's light skinned. You can't get away from Ice Cube is light skinned. We all know Ice Cube, Ice T. If you have ice in your name,
Ice T is light skinned.
If you have ice in your name, you probably light skinned.
Like this is like light skin.
He's also half white.
Yeah, because he's like light skin, right? But I'm like milk chocolate. That's
Don't do that.
I'm milk chocolate.
I am. You are not.
What? Get the fuck out of here.
No, that's okay.
No.
No. At deepest, I'm hazelnut. At deepest, I'm whiskey.
Hazelnut. Whisk. Actually, I can see a little bit of whiskey.
At deepest, I'm whiskey.
But so how did you grow up in what's with the white black bullshit? What was your upbringing?
I grew up in a white suburb named Rowlett, Texas. Or Rolette, apparently. I don't know. It's spelled Rolette. It's Rolette.
I would take my shirt off, but I think you would feel that.
Yeah, I don't know you like that.
Well, that's why I didn't do it. And I explained myself.
Oh my God. So anyway, I grew up in a very white suburb. I wasn't the only black kid in my school, but for whatever reason, I wasn't black enough, which is so weird. Because you were also living in Rowlett too. So I don't understand
that is some shit.
How I wasn't black enough. People thought I was mixed, seriously. And I haven't straightened my hair, like put chemicals. I have been creamy crack free for over 10 years now. But what I was doing, like, my hair was always really long. So I think that was another reason why people thought I was mixed. And they were like, oh, you know how black people are like, you got Indian in your family. And I'm like, nigga, actually I do. But it doesn't matter.
It's besides the point.
It's besides the point. But again, I was also a very quiet kid, and I kind of kept to myself more than anything. People thought I was smarter than I was, which I thought was hilarious. Like, I was still getting, A-B roll, but you cheating off of me in chemistry, so you got the C and I got the C. People thought I was like a genius for some reason, though. I do not know why.
Well, I think, before you keep going, and this is a real frustrating thing about that, is the implication that you're acting white is the same implication that you are intelligent or more intelligent.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's insulting from white people for obvious reasons, but it's really annoying from black people because it's like, do not.
And the thing is, I think what makes it the most annoying, especially from black people, is if you were to ask them, if you were to talk to them individually the way that we are, they would all say it's stupid. Everyone would be like, it's so dumb. No one's acting white. If you're black, you're already being black. Like, they would all do that. But, like,
in groups.
In groups and in high school. And middle school. Middle school is the fuck. Burn down every middle school on earth.
I deal with them, like, now. It's interesting watching them because it's so transparent. Like, they think that they're hiding their bullshit well, and they're not at all.
That chalk it up to age, because that honestly is. So my mom was a teacher, and she taught high school, and then she taught middle school. She loved to teach the badass people, like the bad kids. And she taught like engineering type stuff in high school, and then and when she went to middle school, she went back to her roots of like home ec type stuff, because that was what her degrees were in. And the type I would go to school with my mom in high school, because she worked in a different school district. So if we were off, they weren't, and vice versa. So if we were off and they weren't, I would just go to school with my mom.
Ugh.
I didn't have anything else to do.
All right, fair enough.
And it's not like I was a bad kid at all. I didn't throw parties. I didn't try to sneak out. I never did any of those things. But whatever. And then she taught at the middle school. The high school kids were terrible. Like, it was also, she also taught all boys. So like they would try to throw like saws, like frisbees. Saws. Like they gave her the classroom that was also the shop.
Okay.
And so the shop had those circular saws. Yeah. Okay. The shop had those circular saws, and they would throw them
at
each other.
Okay. Well, that's not as bad. If someone's gonna be a casualty, it might as well be.
Because it was like right next. It was in that back hallway, right next to the band hall, which was right across from the tennis courts. The tennis courts. And then in middle school, I have a specific memory of one day. It was when she was teaching at at middle school. When she was teaching at a middle school, and I was driving around. I think I had gotten off of work, and then I had to drive. You have to drive past the school in order to go home. Okay. So I was like, let me go see what my mama doing. School's out. I'm about to go back and see if she needs something from the store. So I pull up. I go in the building, and I'm just sitting in the room, in the classroom, because she thinks she was in a meeting. So I'm just sitting in the classroom waiting on my mom to show back up. My mom, after school, would cook popcorn for whoever wants it. And so kids kind of got to the point where they would expect that Miss Hall had popcorn. So I was in the room. She wasn't in there. And I'm just waiting. These two little fucking children.
White, black.
Black. Okay. This school was black.
Okay.
Walked into the room, and they were like, "Where Miss Hall at?" And so my first reaction was, "Who the fuck you talking to?" Like, they're yelling at me like they my mama. Yeah. So I was just like, I don't know. She's in a meeting, and so they started to walk out, and then they came back in. They went, "So who are you?" And I said, "An adult. Do you need something?" Yeah. Because I did not like the way they were talking to me, and then they walked out. And as they were walking out, one little girl, she's like, "Man, I fuck her up. She don't know me." And I don't know what came over me, but I got up and went straight to the door, and I was like, "Bitch, I don't work here." Those little kids are fucking bad as hell. All middle school children, if anyone ever listens to this, whether it's when it comes out or 10 years from now, if you have a child in middle school, I'm telling you right now, your child ain't shit.
Wise words.
Your child ain't shit. Your kids ain't shit. These kids are bad. My mom told me about a little girl who was upset that she didn't get invited to a sex party in 7th grade. I was not wilding like that when I was in 7th grade. I don't know what you were doing. I feel like it was probably a lot, probably heroin.
Me?
But
is it because of the strip club thing? Do I need to explain that?
Oh, yeah, you said you worked at a strip club, right?
Yeah, I used to be a bouncer.
How did that happen? And is this just because you're tall?
No, I was just graduated college, because that's what college degrees get you.
Okay.
And I was dating this girl who was pansexual. She's Filipino.
Okay. So a little better.
Well, we'll talk about her off. We'll talk about her off recording.
Yes.
My pettiness, I've learned to control to the point where I don't say names anymore.
Oh, once I decide I'm going to be petty, You can first and last names. If I remember your address, that phone numbers, email addresses.
Bill Burr inspired that for me. Actually, I was listening to Bill Burr, and there was a class about him always.
I will say this because I love Bill Burr too. I think he is 100% my favorite comedian. Period. Point blank.
Okay.
Bill Burr. Like I said, I've been a fan of him for quite some time. Has grown so much as a person.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to Bill Burr. Like,
yeah, he'll listen to this.
He has grown. He has. I texted him already.
Can I tell you something about Bill Burr that I did?
Oh no.
I watched King of Staten Island. You seen it?
I haven't because I do not understand Pete Davidson.
We'll talk about that.
Okay.
But interesting. But I watched. He's in it.
Yeah.
So I watched it and I was drunk, and it's all about father figures and
yeah.
all that stuff. And so I was emotional, and I sent Bill Burr voice messages on Instagram.
Oh my God.
I was like, man, I love the movie, man. It was great. Hope you're having a good day. I don't know. I don't remember what I said to him.
Jesus.
He didn't look at it. He might want to.
Manager did.
No, because it doesn't show scene. He never opened it.
But he's also like verified, and
that was fine.
So it's a whole different thing.
That's fine.
I'm sure he gets plenty of weird ass.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
But you must have truly.
I loved it. I loved
been in your feelings.
Yeah, I was emotional. What fuck? We're gonna talk about Pete Davidson, but before that though, Bill Burr, Petty.
He's inspired you. To
bouncing.
Do you need a charger, by the way?
Yes.
Is that an iPhone?
No.
What is it?
It's a Android. It's all good. I'm good.
No, I have one.
No, I'm at 92%. That was just a message that just popped up.
Oh, okay.
So I was dating this girl. She was pansexual, and neither of us had ever been to a strip club. And I would drive to, what's up? Oh, okay. I would drive to San Diego to do the National Comedy Theater. I was in improv for like 10 years.
Welcome. I'm glad you got out of the cult.
Oh, thank you.
I'm glad. Welcome out to the real world.
The real world with the comedian cult.
Oh my gosh. I just got an idea for a podcast.
I'm listening.
It's like a Scientology, Leah Remini Scientology-esque podcast, like style, but it's about people who got out of improv.
Talk to a lot of comedians. I would love to be a part of that. Let's talk.
I was literally talking about this today with someone about how improv truly is a cult, and it's also a scam.
We'll talk about that as well. Hold on. Let me write this shit down because I'll forget.
So for someone who documents anything, you say, "Let's talk about this," and then you never write it down. You don't even remember half the other stuff that you said. Let's talk about this.
There's a lot that we need to talk about. Improv scam. Okay,
improv is a scam.
So I would drive past this strip club.
What was it called?
It was called Expose.
Boo. Be more creative with your strip club names, guys.
Get mad at
and it was Expose with just the X.
No, EXPO. And then it had a little
of course, accent mark.
So we went.
A little sexy accent mark.
We went there and it was all right. It was all nude. Do you know the rules?
Woo! All nude. They had all nude strip clubs in Austin. I've never been to a strip club either.
We gotta go.
So no one will take me.
I'll take you.
Everybody says that and they never go.
Yeah, I'll take you. And it's so all nude means there's no alcohol, and topless is alcohol. Those are the rules. Yeah, those are the rules. So you might want to go to topless unless you're into women.
In California?
In California.
I feel like that's not the rules here.
Well, let's find out.
I feel like I almost know for a fact that's not the rules in Texas.
Well, we'll figure it out.
But Texas isn't a state, so.
It's a union?
It's a magical fairyland.
Okay.
Full of Republican fairies.
Like in the closet fairies.
Ouch.
So we go there, we hang out. It was cool. And I was there, and I was working at Pizza Hut at the time, which was fucking terrible. And I was like, I could work here.
I love Pizza Hut.
Oh, don't eat Pizza Hut.
I don't now. I said used.
Okay, good. Because I don't want to tell you what happens in the back.
There's probably cum all over that pizza.
I came everywhere. My cum has been in everybody's stomach.
That's not marinara sauce.
Ew, why is it bloody? Anyway, so.
Oh, that's true. That's not mozzarella.
So I was like, fuck the job I'm at. Let me just do this. And
Let me just do this. So did you guys drive up to the strip club and they had a help wanted sign outside?
no, they had there was just one bouncer. It seemed real chilled. Nobody was there.
So you just walked up to the bouncer and you said, "Hey, do you need another one of you?"
No, I got a suit and a briefcase because I was like, and I put like 5 pieces of paper.
Why
in the
did you have a
briefcase
briefcase?
Because it looked professional. In my,
How old were you?
I think I'd have been about 23 maybe 22, 23.
Oh, okay.
And I put the same copies of one resume, but I just put multiple
In a briefcase.
in a briefcase and probably an oversized suit that didn't fit me. And
Oh, honey.
I went to the manager. I waited outside. I went to the manager and I said, "Excuse me, I would like to. Here's my resume."
Excuse me, Mr. Manager. My name is Aaron
That is
Chase,
not how I sound.
and I would really like to work here at your titty bar.
I have a smooth, velvety voice.
Is that what you think?
Yes.
Okay.
Of the things I am truly proud, comfortable, and confident in myself is my voice.
Is the sound of your voice?
My voice and my penis. It's the only two things. Sound like a dolphin.
Okay, I just wasn't ready. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh at your penis.
I'll wait till you're done.
I'll never be done.
It's very smooth.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
Okay, I'm sorry. Continue with your strip club story.
So I give them the resume or whatever, and they hired me, and I asked the owner. His name is Dino.
Of course it was.
And yo, this dude was old school Italian.
Of course he was.
He had
Dino. They don't make those anymore.
He didn't get made fun of for it either. That name. And he had that classic safe, the one you have to spin around.
Right.
He had mobsters on his wall.
Those are his uncles.
I would go on runs with him. I would tell you about that in a second.
Don't tell me about that on a podcast.
No, that's fine. He's cool.
I don't give a. He won't always be cool.
You
can
I'm
tell me
talking
about
with Rachel Hall right now. In case
That's
you wanna,
fine, but you can tell me about your illegal activity some other time.
I didn't do anything illegal.
If you were there, it was part of it.
I didn't.
Just because you didn't steal the car, if you was in it, you still going to jail.
We drove around in a minivan with a naked woman plastered on the side though. It was dope. So anyway, I asked him. I asked a couple months in. I was like, "Man, why did you hire me?" Because like I'm not. All the other bouncers were huge. You could fuck people up.
Bouncers are either tall or fat.
All of these guys were like ripped. They were like not fuck with type of guys.
Were they taller than you?
Yeah, all of them. Like I had to look up to all of them.
Really?
And I'm 6'2". Yeah. Go suck their dicks. Go down to San Diego. Have fun.
Oh.
Have fun with those crazy motherfuckers.
Were they good looking?
I like bass.
Italians love me.
No, it was a black dude, a white dude, and I think he was also Italian. Maybe he was Mexican. But Bass was dope. I like Bass.
He was a white dude or maybe Mexican. What?
He is this dude Bass. He was one of the general managers. He thin.
Oh, I'm done. I don't care.
Nah, either way.
I don't like super thin people.
Ouch.
You're not thin.
Ouch.
I'm not saying you're fat either, but thin is I'm trying to think of an example that we can both know. Thin is like dude from Maroon 5.
Why the fuck would
Do you
I
not know
know
who that is? Okay. Thin is like
dude from Maroon 5.
They're gonna show you a recent episode where he's like working out. Oh, like Travis Scott.
Oh, he is very thin.
He's a sickly man.
Wasn't he doing? Which one was doing?
A Kardashian?
No. It was who's the Wiz Khalifa? Wiz
Khalifa is super thin.
No, he's like. Have you seen him recently?
No.
He's been doing the kickboxing shit. Oh my god.
He's eating some food.
Oh my god.
Like Wiz Khalifa. The Migos, they're all really thin. Like, if you can successfully wear skinny jeans, the shit's you too little.
I cannot.
Okay, so you're not little. You're not thin.
I used to be.
Don't ever go back.
I don't think I physically could. I'm not that young yet.
Unless you
look at this nigga now. Look at Wiz Khalifa now.
That's Wiz Khalifa.
That's Wiz Khalifa.
He put on like 60 pounds of muscle.
He looks like he just fucks people up all day. He doesn't even rap or smoke weed anymore. He just beats people up. That's what he looks like.
He doesn't rap anymore?
No, I'm joking.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, he definitely put on, like, he's still thin, but like he definitely ate some, like, the before and after is, because he went from a 14-year-old to whatever age he is.
Yeah, he's fucking crazy. Anyway, so I asked Dino, like, why did you hire me one day? And he said, because you'll talk people down. Like, we won't have to sue anybody if you just calm them down.
Oh, instead of just like, I'm ready to fight.
Yeah, like being a bouncer is kind of a.
So you've been in a lot of fights?
I've been in a few, and I've been jumped a fair amount. And I grew up around goddamn skinheads. And I got sucker punched. That was the most recent.
That's some bitch ass shit.
Can I tell you about this? This still makes me mad.
You said recent. What do you mean recent? You got recently sucker punched?
Yeah.
In the city of Chicago?
No, in before moving out here. I was.
Please break this down to me and give up and unleash all of your petty. Give first names and last names. And if you
that's
have their
just
address,
it. I don't know what he looks like. Literally. Okay. I'll tell you what happened. So I was doing street stand up. Did I tell you about that at all?
So you were listed on a corner, like doing a street performer?
So yeah, when I was in college, I played bass and I did.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I'm sexy about it. So, and I played with my penis. Bam, 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 bam. That's how I play slap bass with my dick. And so
explains why you don't play anymore, because it wasn't any good.
No, I was literally doing it today, girl. Get the fuck out of my face. I was in Subway today. So yesterday. Today's Friday.
It's the L here.
No, I was in the sub. I was in the Red Line, State and Lake.
Oh yeah, you were underground.
Yeah. So I would play music on the street or whatever to earn some extra money while in college because I didn't have to have a job and do the whole bullshit.
Okay.
And then I had the skills and I understood like how to put all the equipment out on the street and I understood how to do it, how to navigate that kind of. And so in the situation I was in, I wasn't getting enough stage time. I knew Dave Chappelle did that street shit however many years ago. So I was like, I'll try it. And I just went out on the street and I performed. Everyone was like, Aaron, that's stupid. And then the pandemic hit. And then nobody else could perform but me. And so then I was still doing street. Yeah. You were going to say something petty?
Nope.
Okay.
No, I wasn't going to say something petty.
It seemed like you were going to say something petty.
Continue your story.
So I was performing and then George Floyd got murdered. And then it went from regular performance to protest.
Yeah.
I just went to the most conservative places possible and just talked as much shit as possible because I was furious.
That's fair.
And then one day I was performing in, where was I? Not Claremont, not Redland. Upland. I was in Upland.
You sure?
Yeah. My memory is rocked. And
Yes.
A friend of mine, his name's KJ, he was like my mentor in comedy.
Go ahead. Sorry.
What are you going to say?
No, there's a KJ here.
KJ Robinson.
No, I'm saying, but there's a KJ here.
Oh, okay. Well, let's distinguish.
In Chicago,
Yeah, okay.
that is also kind of she's totally an activist. She's also a stand-up comedian. She's super dope. Just saying.
All right, introduce me to KJ, for Chicago KJ. KJ, you hear that? If you're listening, I'm trading you in.
Chicago KJ is super fucking dope.
I'm trading you in, KJ Robinson, for Chicago KJ.
KJ Whitehead.
KJ Whitehead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the two KJs will battle to the death. So KJ was there, very much luckily. This dude, he was from Detroit, moved to California, and I got to know him, whatever. And so we performed whenever we were doing our thing, then we packed up, and we were sitting, we were talking. So let's say you're him and I'm me. Sitting there, talking, lights out. Like, in mid-conversation, lights out. So you
got knocked
out.
That sounds terrifying.
It was crazy. And I maybe this happens in Raging Bull. I hope it does. Is there a moment where someone gets knocked out or hit down, and... You know, actually, have you seen Creed?
Yes.
Okay, you remember when he gets knocked down and then he gets like there's that and you get up quickly?
I think every boxing movie has that moment.
There's always that moment. It's a good moment, and I know why they have that moment because that's what happens.
Seriously?
You like if what are you religious spiritually? What do you believe? Do you believe in heaven?
I believe there's another thing after this.
Okay. This moment made me
I also believe in the Matrix.
I mean, the metaverse is coming soon.
It's already here.
This moment made me... Please stop. This moment made me more comfortable with death.
Oh, God.
If death is nothing. Like, if death is nothing, it's weird because just
that's everything
nothing.
You're saying. It sounds terrifying to me.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And so I get up and completely disoriented, confused. There's people around me. I see KJ, and KJ is like a calm guy. He is not one
like me. Don't roll your eyes.
Mm-hmm. In a different way. In a different, yeah, sure, yeah, calm, in a similar vibe to you. I would say he is more similar to your vibe than I am to his, and I've never seen him this like angry and ready to go full Detroit on somebody, and so the guy, from what I understand, is what I was told, he hit me and then he just got on top of me and he started like hitting me. And I guess they all, KJ and then whoever else was around, like got him off of me, and then he ran away with him and it's like two other people, like him and a girl or something.
So white?
I think he was black. I believe he was black, which is really upsetting. And he was screaming about how you don't mess with mothers and babies. And
that
I don't.
Sounds like some white shit.
It does.
I hate to be that person, but I'm sorry. I've never in my life heard a black person. Even I have sat and listened to Black Israelites in the Nation of Islam and like the ones that are Dr. Umar, the ones that be on some shit, and they ain't never said no shit like that.
Mothers and babies, like it's.
That
I know.
sounds like some white people. Did you check the bottom of your Domino's?
But I
QAnon shit.
But I don't know. I was unconscious, and I don't really talk to KJ much about it. I talked to him about it a little bit, and I don't.
What did it fuck your face up?
I have pictures.
I don't want to see pictures. Oh my God, no.
Okay. So I'm disoriented and confused, and someone calls ambulance or whatever, and they take me in an ambulance, and then they take me to hospital. Sitting there in the hospital, and then they're like, "All right, man, here's some Tylenol. Go home."
Yeah, there's nothing going on. It's just bruises.
That's what they said, and then I got a bill for like $5,000.
That's how hospitals be.
And there was more of the ambulance, and so then I fought it, and they were like, "Nope, you got to pay that." And so now I'm in a good deal of debt, and I'm trying to dig out of it, and it's hard.
You don't.
But no, yeah, and I've been jumped by skinheads and shit, and there's been a lot of violence in my life, and people don't realize that because the way I speak and the way I carry myself.
I don't, just because you don't have like visual scars or like tattoos on your face. I don't like that narrative for you, and it makes me very upset to hear all those things.
The narrative? What do you mean?
I don't like that all those things happen to you.
Oh,
I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable, and it makes me upset, and it makes me mad. And I'm really sorry that happened to you. And if you could just tell me their names and their phone numbers.
That's the thing is, and this is what makes me feel.
I'm not going to physically hurt them, but a petty bitch will get you fired by the morning time. You know what I mean?
This is what makes me feel frustrated with how the black community has treated me to a degree.
But do you think like also, yeah, that is frustrating? Because I mean, I think within every, especially races of color, people of color, we all have our bullshit, light skin versus dark skin, class, blah, blah, blah. We all have our own bullshit. But at the same time, for me, it's like, yeah, those things may have happened to me, not to the extreme like you, but like, yeah, these things may have happened to me, but also I would never in a million years think about being white.
Or
anything else.
Let me clarify. Hold on.
Being black is dope as fuck.
It is. Let me clarify. That is not what I'm saying.
I know. I'm just saying.
I'm saying that my main gripe is that there's this idea or seeming idea about me that like my life was easy or cushy because I was from.
Because you're nice. I'm not even trying to be funny.
I'm excited.
You're nice.
Okay.
I used to have a joke about it, and I don't really tell it anymore. But like, it's the McCafe black people. We're palatable. White people love us. Light-skinned black folks love us. We seem like we're just friendly. We are just. There's something about. It's like you just seem friendly. Oh my God, you're just friendly.
And they don't know the darkness.
And it's like something about the friendliness makes you forget that you're also still black as fuck.
Yeah.
So it's the friendly. It's the people. I think what it is like people look at us McCafes, us caramel hazelnut lattes, that they look at us and they go, I remember when people used to say to those people, oh, you know how black folks be, but you're not black.
You're not. I always heard you're a good black person. That's what I heard.
I used to hear like you're black people. You're like you're black, but you're not.
Yeah.
And of course, at the time I was like, I guess I don't whatever.
Yeah.
But like looking back at it in retrospect, I'm like, the fuck you mean I ain't black? Like
they really underestimate how violent.
What?
Yeah.
People don't understand how like microaggressions really do creep.
I used to be the type of guy who would get out of the car. In a.
What do you mean?
When we live in the city, and you hear the honking and shit, and the cutting people off, all that. Mm-hmm. I used to be the guy who would get out of the car ready to fight people.
Oh shit.
And not even that I'm a great fighter. I'm just crazy. And like I used to be the guy who would be like, look, one of us is gonna die today, and I've accepted it. So
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Back up. Mind your business. That's all. Just mind your business.
No, that was like
I've never been in a fight a day in my life, and I think it's because people think I'm crazy, and I'm 100% okay with that. And I've never been in a fight. I will say this. I think I've never been in a fight because I know based off of what I've always heard a lot in my life is I have a very confident air about me, and that confident air is often intimidating. Mm-hmm. And when I get mad, I get quiet. And as anyone will tell you, you always worry about the quiet ones, not the ones who run their mouth. And I get quiet, and I already have an aura about me or whatever that's intimidating. So I've never had anyone actually try me. And I also think if you did, in my head, the plan is there's no such thing as a fair fight unless I'm in a ring with a referee. If I'm not in a ring with a referee, if I hit you with this car, I hit you with this car. If I grab a knife, I grab a knife.
Speaking
that's just how I think, because I'm not losing.
Speaking as a person that's been in fights, you underestimate how quickly you lose stamina, how tired you get. Like, have you ever seen Fast and Furious 2? Too fast. Drive too furious. Too fast for y'all.
So I have a love for the Fast and Furious. Okay. So yeah, I have seen Fast and Furious 2.
Do you remember the scene? It is the most realistic fight I've ever seen in my life. Remember the scene where Tyrese and Paul I almost heard Paul Rudd.
Don't taint Paul Rudd's sexiest man alive name.
You really like just goofy white dudes, don't you?
No, he was named People's Sexiest Man Alive yesterday.
Weird.
Yeah, I thought that was strange too.
That's a weird
I'm like,
choice.
because of Ghostbusters?
That's some beta male choice right there.
It's like they literally had no one else. And I love Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
But
the dude that died, other Paul.
Yeah, Paul Walker.
Tyrese and Paul Walker are fighting in the dirt.
Yes.
And he's like, you ain't got shit. You ain't shit. And they're just like rolling around like that, and they're like out of breath. You ain't shit, man. Fuck you, man. Like, that's what a fight really is in a lot of ways. It's just out of breath rolling around in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Unless you're trained in some way.
Listen, I've never been in a fight, but I'm confident in the fact that if I ever have to throw hands, I'm not losing.
You say that now?
Bring me Aaron Paul now. Is that his name? That white boy that
Aaron
keeps fighting?
Paul is in Breaking Bad.
What's that white boy that keeps fighting people?
Jake Paul?
Jake Paul.
Oh.
I whoop that nigga ass. He should be happy that I even called him a nigga.
Okay. I love talking to people that have never been in a fight. I love hearing it. I love hearing like, yeah, man, you don't even. I go like Wolverine. I just see red, and I would just fucking kill him or whatever. It's like, all right, you.
Listen, my dad taught me a lot of things before he passed away. Mm-hmm. He was I gotta pull the belt out of the closet. I can't remember. I think 6th degree jiu-jitsu black belt.
I will fight you.
I did it. My dad used to make me do push-ups on my knuckles.
I'll fight you. You want to wrestle?
My legs are long and powerful.
We can wrestle.
And just like the Avatar, my eyes will start to glow and I will go fucking crazy.
I'm so glad you were watching that, by the way.
I now that I'm in season 2, first of all, the last 15, season 1, episodes 15 through 20, and then now there's 2 different shows.
I'm listening.
Like it was harder for me to pay attention when the maturity level was obviously set for children under 12.
Yeah.
But now from season 1, episode 15 through 20, and then season 2, where it's clearly not children that are 12, it's probably children that are more Sokka's age or like Katara's age, or like 16. I can tolerate it now, and those fight scenes are crazy. When fucking when he lit up to save the Northern Water Tribe and turned into that giant thing and then took out all the ships, I was like, yo, they're really like having a full-blown fucking fight scene right now. The fights, it's yeah.
When you finish it, rewatch it, and there'll be an appreciation for the child. It's supposed to be that way.
I know, and that's what my friend Matt said, but I'm just like, I will say this.
Okay.
This is to be fair. I always say this. I've been an adult my whole life.
Okay.
Like I was, even as a kid, I had I had no desire to hang out with 15-year-olds because I was like, what for? My mom would be like, do you want to hang out at the mall? Like you can drop you and your friends off at the mall. I'd be like, I ain't got no money. Why do I need to be at the mall? Like I've always just been more adult in my actions. Like as I get older, I'm getting closer to whatever my true age was. Like
Why?
I've always been that way. I don't know. That is just me. I've always been more of an older person. My friends always joke that none of my references go past 1997. Like
what?
I'm literally what they call an old soul.
What happened to your parents?
My dad died when I was 9. He had a heart attack. He wasn't 50 yet. My mom died 6 years ago. She had ALS, aka Lou Gehrig's disease, for like 5 years.
6 years ago. How old were you then?
7.
Okay.
6.
How did you feel about the ice bucket challenge? Was that around the same time?
Yeah, it was like right as she was like permanently in the hospital.
I would imagine that was the most infuriating.
I thought it was stupid, and I still think it's stupid.
Okay.
I understand it, but also it made me think that every challenge for some sort of disease is stupid. I'm gonna do some stupid challenge and then not actually look up what I'm doing it for, because it wasn't, the attention drew away from ALS immediately and just into people getting dunked with cold water.
It felt like, it reminded me of during the Black Lives Matter protest when you would see the Instagram.
The black square?
That, and when you see the Instagram people with the really nice pictures.
It's performative activism. It's performative caring, and it like I said, it immediately went away from what it was for. Like almost immediately, to just being like, oh my God, I dumped cold water on me. Oh, and I thought it was stupid.
And this is where I really love stand-up over acting. Don't get me. I was acting.
Go ahead, continue to insult my lifestyle.
Your craft, the only thing you're good at. Yeah, I will destroy that.
Listen,
I like acting too. I grew up in theater too. But what I
acting and stand-up are just two things that I just happen to be naturally great at.
Oh, Jesus Christ! What I like about
what?
Because you gave the Lola Bunny eyes.
That's just because my eyes are huge and they're shaped like a Disney princess.
And then you gave me intense eye contact just now. But I appreciate both art forms. What I like about stand-up is, as an actor, you could not get into a film and be like, cut, let me just talk to the camera real quick about this thing that's upsetting me. Whereas on stand-up, you can get on stage and be like, look, everyone that did that challenge is a piece of shit, and you're an ambulance chaser for clout. Fuck you. And I like the directness that comes with stand-up.
That's fair.
Okay. Well, we agreed on something.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've agreed on a
We've
lot
agreed
of
on
things.
a lot of things.
Don't try to make our
tread on me.
What are you doing right now?
I don't know. Don't what? Try to make our
relationship one of combativeness.
Our best friendship. You make it combative. You make it super combative.
I said the pettiest person on earth by self-admission.
You are
by self-admission. Did you not say that you were petty as shit?
I said
earlier?
I was petty. You said you were the pettiest person on earth.
No, I said you were the pettiest person.
I'll go back into the audio later.
No, you weren't. You literally told me before you even hit the record button that you do not edit these podcasts.
I do take clips and I post them.
That's not editing. I have a podcast too.
I'll look for the audio.
I have a podcast too. That's not editing.
I'll look for the proof. Anyway, why did you keep talking to me?
Why did you keep talking to me?
Because you were interesting. Because
what's so interesting about me?
Okay, well, hold on. You cut me off. See about the making it combative.
It's not making it combative.
It's squishy. Your eye is squishy. Just to forget we're in a podcast. This is all audio, and that's some Me Too shit if I've ever heard it before. It's squishy. Don't touch me.
What is so interesting about me?
I said this before when we were talking, not on the podcast. Yin yang. Anybody that is similar but different to me is interesting to me. And I think we are similar in a lot of ways. I think we're very different in a lot of ways. As soon as you started talking about cartoons, when we were in the green room at the Laugh Factory, I was like, oh, okay, interesting.
Did you ever call your former strip club boss Dino Sponi?
No.
You wanted to, though, didn't you?
He was...
He
I can tell you a
sing?
story.
No, I don't even know about Dino. I don't even know anything about Dino's illegal activities.
He didn't do anything illegal around me.
Illegal around you.
But that's why
I don't need to know nothing about it. I've watched enough mob movies to know that I don't ask shit.
I remember one time he was
what was so interesting about me?
Oh, sorry. We won't go back about you. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Suck on your toothpick.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is it your permission?
Thank you. I'm glad that you decided to show respect to the one that has a penis in the room. A beautiful one at that.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Why do you keep talking to me? What is so interesting about me? If I'm so annoying. Remember when you said I was annoying earlier?
You're super fucking annoying.
So what's so interesting about my annoying ass?
It is...
Do you really want to talk about this on the microphone? Tell me about it.
Can you please stop swinging your fucking hair around? I wish people could see this ridiculous fucking...
I just have two really long ponytails and I'm like having fun.
Yeah, okay.
They'll be gone tomorrow.
This is a red light. This is a red light district stance, is what you got going on right now.
No, my hair is red though.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is a part of its ego.
This is taking a long time.
What's taking a long time?
This answer makes me feel like you're about to lie.
Can I not think for a second?
I'm so sorry. Okay,
and you cutting me like you're trying to. Yeah, put the mic down. This is all me. This is my podcast. This is Join the Journey. Aaron Chase's Journey's podcast. King Kong ain't got shit on me. You're not even on the mic.
Answer the question. You can hear me. Answer the question.
I think part of it's ego, and that you remind me of me. You remind me of like if I leaned more into acting, and I was a woman. So you're telling me, if you were a man, you don't think you would have a nice big penis that you'd be proud of?
If I was a man, my dick would be amazing.
Exactly.
If
you're a female version of me. I'm sure your clit is very big or whatever.
Ew. That is disgusting. Do not put that fucking energy out into the universe. Ew. Oh my God. Gross. Oh my God. You and your COVID cough can get the fuck out. No, my God. That's disgusting.
So you're gonna body shame women with large clitorises.
Yes.
Clitori?
That's a great question, and I don't know. I think it's just clitorises.
I like clitori.
I seems like it would be what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's just just plural.
Multiple plural.
It's like a regular plural.
So
Fun fact: there's a comic that I started out with who still lives in my home city. That when I was back at home, we used to be like we were really good friends, and because I knew it pissed him off, just based off of a random conversation, kind of like the one that we're having right now. I would just randomly send him Google pictures of oversized clits.
Oversized.
And it would piss him off. And I only did it because it was funny to me.
Okay.
Because I knew how much it pissed him off.
I'm going to look up God damn, the Laugh Factory's this far?
The Laugh Factory, if you get on the train at all.
No, that was walking. Sorry. It's like 56 minutes. Okay,
no, it's 5 stops away on the train that's right here.
Yeah, that's nothing. Okay.
And then you can either take the 77 to Broadway, or you can take the lovely walk of 7 minutes from Belmont to the
I'll
Laugh
just
Factory.
walk, probably.
Yeah.
You were saying?
No, that's it. I used to just send him pictures of oversized clits because I knew it pissed him off.
Why did it piss him off?
Because they're gross.
Oversized. Let me look up an oversized clit, and I'll see. But okay, so then why do you interact with me?
I'm asking the questions here.
There it goes. There goes that wall again. Look at you building that wall just like Trump wanted.
Trump 2024. Fun fact: the last time I went home. Because I'm from Dallas, so I was on the plane from O'Hare to Dallas, and
they
as
look
I'm
like
sitting,
little penises.
Exactly, on the plane, sitting down already in my seat, and just watching all the other poor people go through the back of the economy class, and because I'm from Texas, I just knew. I was like, okay, let's see. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Do not do that. He's looking up at pictures of oversized clits because I brought it up. Nope. My eyes are closed. Nope. So
it looks.
As I was sitting on the plane, there was these people wearing Trump hats and Trump shirts because it's Texas.
Of course.
Going to the back of the plane where they fucking belong, and
those
this
monkeys.
one idiot had on a Trump hat that said Trump 2026.
That's not how that works.
Exactly. So I was like, wait, is Trump the senator? Is this Star Wars? What is happening? And it was so annoying. And then when we got to Dallas, I remember we were waiting at the baggage claim. There's a bathroom right next to the baggage claim. He went in the bathroom and changed clothes.
Oh, did he figure it out?
He was sitting next to the hoodest black folks. Because Dallas folks are, every city has their people, and like you know them when you see them, and like I know for a fact these black people live in like DeSoto Oak Cliff. And he was sitting next to like some of the hoodest black folks, and I was just like, this isn't gonna turn out well. I was waiting on a fight to break out the entire 2 hours and 21 minutes.
Did they acknowledge it, the black dudes?
I feel like they did, because why else would he change clothes in Texas where he's safe? Why would he change clothes? And I could also tell that he probably beat his wife. So
that's something that white people. I was working on a bit about this, that they can't not be uncomfortable. That there's something like black people live in a level of discomfort.
And if they get to a little bit of discomfort, then we storm the Capitol.
They flip the fuck out.
And I don't know. It's like, maybe are we supposed to be flipping the fuck out? I don't know. But it's just kind of like, my God, they don't have any more kale for your precious fucking kale Caesar salad, so now you're gonna have a fucking tantrum about God and like transsexual or trans people and why your kids can't go to breathe. And it's like, what does this have to do with kale, bitch? We just don't have anymore. Order something else.
I was talking about to KJ with
I didn't mean to say transsexual, by the way. I'm sorry.
transgendered, I believe was the proper term.
I know.
But I think I was talking with KJ about this back in California about like the theory of why white people the way that they do.
And I think it's just American ones. Again, I don't really know the ones from other places.
England's bad too.
But England's not real. But
Wait, what? Is a figment of that's where the Matrix is in England?
Yep.
That accent's fake. They just made that shit up
No,
for the
the
algorithm.
so fucking fake. No one fucking walks around talking like this, y'all. Like, why are you so mad? You know what I mean?
I can't wait till I show you Attack the Block. You're gonna love it.
You sound like my nephew.
Attack the Block is John Boyega.
I know who he is. I know who he is, Finn. You, Finn, as tattooed on your arm.
Mm-hmm.
What is the connection that you have to Finn?
The story?
Yeah.
Okay. You want the longest, shortest?
It's your podcast.
See that sass right there? You see that unnecessary sass?
That's not sass. I mean, it's your podcast.
But
you know how
but
much
you
time
know
you
the
do or
tone
don't
you
have.
It's your podcast. And the head,
I did not.
the goddamn bobblehead. This is your podcast. Your hair swiveling.
I feel like you just want me to have an attitude with you because you like it for some
It's
stupid
so
reason.
Anyway,
What is your connection with
all right? So
Finn
when I was
that
in
you got a tattoo?
when I was in theater, I was the only black kid for the most part.
Always.
Yeah, all throughout theater. And my senior year of high school, I did this scene from a play called Top Dog Underdog.
I know it very well.
Oh, good. Oh, finally. Every time I tell this story, everyone's
I like
what
Top
the
Dog
fuck?
Underdog.
I
I think it's fun.
Performing it was very dark, but yeah.
No, I mean, like I think it's a good show that more people should do. And
Absolutely.
I understand it's probably like rights and all this other stuff, but like I think it's a really good show. Yes.
So I did the scene for the theater competition at Cal State Fullerton,
Mm-hmm.
and our school went, and we took it very seriously.
UIL.
Cal State Fullerton.
I mean, like I know there's different theater competitions like UIL. as well,
Oh, I
but
don't
anyway.
remember.
Okay.
I don't remember. But it was my senior year of high school,
Okay.
2009, and yes, I'm younger than you. I'm still spry. Your dried up clit hanging out there over there with old ass.
First of
Old
all,
ass
I'm
clit.
3.5 years older.
Old ass clit over here with a goddamn cane.
I'm 3.5 years
On your
older
clit.
than you. It's still very spry.
Yeah.
It's not gonna get used very often, so it
Oh, that
still
made
works.
me sad. Made me so sad. So
Should make you sad.
So we went to so we go to the festival, right? And this is my moment, because the whole 4 years there, it was like Bye Bye Birdie and Sweeney Todd.
I fucking love Bye Bye Birdie.
It's great, but it's like this is the only time.
And I love Sweeney Todd. It's like my third favorite musical.
Sweeney Todd is dope as fuck.
It's like my third favorite musical.
But this was the only time nobody else in class could do this particular thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so me and my friend, who's black, we do the scene.
Not obviously, but go ahead.
We weren't dumb enough of a school to have another white dude do blackface. So
Another?
because anyway, so we
That word. Okay, another person do blackface? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
so we do the scene,
Mm-hmm.
and we get our notes back. And when you get acting notes at your classes, what are the notes usually? How would you describe them?
It honestly depends on what the teacher is, right?
Okay.
Typically when I get acting notes, it's you're one of the greatest actors I've ever seen.
Oh my God.
You remind me so much of you have the power of Viola Davis.
Your clit is growing as you speak.
It's a lot of
It's throb. Boom, boom.
it's your app. It's so good.
Jesus Christ. So anyway, back to my fucking story, because you'll just keep fucking rubbing your clit, your giant, enormous.
My clit
King
isn't big,
Kong
but my
clit.
dick is huge.
Your what is it again?
My clit is not big, but my dick is huge.
Oh, you don't know me. You don't know what I'm about. Anyway, so
Apparently, you're about oversized cluts. The
Not
name of this
oversized.
episode should be Oversized Cluts. My favorite things. Number 1, oversized cluts.
have you seen Clitoris Maximus?
I don't want to.
No,
want to
on TikTok. She's on TikTok.
I have TikTok, but I refuse to open it
Oh, okay. Why?
because I pay my taxes and I'm a fucking adult. I don't want to deal
Then
with
why
TikToks.
do you have TikTok?
Because someone tried to convince me that it's important to have social media.
It is.
Okay.
Well, maybe as an actor, it's different.
No, as an actor and as a comedian, I just hate social media.
Fair enough. So we go there and we get our notes back. And we didn't go on to the next level. And our notes were that we didn't act black enough, that we were acting too white, they said we were acting too Disney.
Listen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
White people.
Mm-hmm. Oh, how did you know that they were all white? It was an all white.
Because only white people get that fucking note.
Yep. Go for it.
As someone who, and I'm talking purely as an actor.
Get 'em.
Purely as an actor, it is so frustrating. I know for a fact that there have been roles on like quote unquote black shows or like more black things that I haven't gotten because I didn't come across as black enough. And it's like, baby, I'm black. I can or I didn't look, I don't present myself hood enough. Mm-hmm. We've all been given the like, this is no casting director will ever say like be black or anything anymore. What they do now is they go,
oh, they still do this shit?
What they do now is they go like, be more sassy. Like be more, and then they'll describe a black person playing a more stereotypical black role. And it's like, oh, so you want me to be a nigga? And because I hate that, the moment you ask me to do that, I will go straight Claire from Clueless and be the whitest fucking bitch in the room. You don't get to tell me, you don't get to navigate, you don't get to tell me that I'm not black enough and you are white.
Yeah.
Or you are Mexican, or you are Puerto Rican, or you are anything that's not black. You don't get to tell me that. That is the one time I'm the most defiant of all. You do not tell me I need to be blacker. Absolutely not. Fuck you. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want.
So you'll remember this because you're old and your clit's all dried up.
I am 3.5 years older than you.
Ugh, it's like the Sahara Desert down there.
I know we're not talking with them ashy ass feet on my forehead.
My feet are about as ashy as your clit.
Why would that's disgusting. This thing is a self-lubricating wedding, so it's never ashy. There's lotion behind you, bitch.
Oh, do you have one? I'll take it.
Yeah, I do actually. It's in the
winter is not a joke. Winter is not a game.
No, if you're black and you live in the city of Chicago, you need to keep a gallon of lotion on you at all times.
I'm gonna start bringing some in my backpack because it's not a game. I didn't realize.
I have my bags over there. There's lotion in it.
I'll deal with it later. Anyway, so we're
there's lotion in every bag that I have.
Every
there's lotion
orifice.
in that bag. There's lotion in my backpack. There's lotion and chapstick on me at all fucking times.
Do you have like secret compartments of lotion? If I open up a bookcase, will it?
That would be so cool.
Nothing but lotion.
That would be so cool.
So that happens, and you remember pre-social media in the big way. Like this is 2009. Yeah. So it's not like I could take a picture and then put it out there. Hashtag Fullerton so racist, whatever. Like you just have to take it.
Yeah.
There's nothing that can be done.
Most of the time, you just have to take it.
Yeah, actually. But modern day of videotaping and all that has gotten better. Right. But it's like at the time there is just nothing you can do. And I remember Matt, my friend, who was playing opposite of me, more like you, probably would have been more quiet. I was loud. I was yelling. And my classmates felt bad, but I don't think they understood. Why? I don't think it clicked to them like this is life.
It never clicks to them.
Right.
It's all a video game.
And so life happens, and it is what it is. I'm sure you relate to this. Grew up watching black and white films. I grew up watching TV and cartoons. It was like how I escaped from the evil of the world. And then years go by, and then in 2015, the trailer for Force Awakens comes out. Mm-hmm. Do you remember what happened?
Listen, my family is a Star Wars family. My cousins and my brother and I, Christmas is for Star Wars. And so, yes, I'm very aware. There's text threads with so many messages.
Mm-hmm. So you remember the response?
Yes.
Yeah. So for the listeners who are the laymen, people flipped the fuck out.
The root word being lame.
they were so mad, man. They were so like,
Yeah, when Finn showed up.
Niggers can't be in Star Wars. There's no black stormtroopers.
But you notice they only said that shit about John Boyega. They didn't say this shit about Samuel L. Jackson because every white person on earth is scared if they say Samuel L. Jackson in the mirror 3 times, he gonna show up like fucking Candyman.
That's how he does it. Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker.
He's gonna show up like that 1 month, that scene in fucking Pulp Fiction
with the big old afro and everything.
And the look, like he's gonna show that. He's gonna fucking kill your ass.
In the suit and everything.
Everybody's scared of Samuel L. Jackson.
But they were upset, as you remember.
Yes.
And for me, I wasn't a Star Wars, but I didn't give a shit. It was like, yeah. I mean, my friends were into Star Wars. I was in Star Wars in the sense that like I'm a nerd. But it wasn't my thing.
Are you a Star Trek person?
No, I just wasn't into any of that.
Okay.
And so I saw the trailer. I saw the reaction. I was like, well, I guess I'll just watch the movie.
I got to see what everyone's mad about?
Yeah, I see what they're mad about, but I watched the movie. And I watched the movie, and it was the first time I had ever seen a black male character on such a big level.
Yeah.
Who was just a dude. He was just a fucking guy. Like when you look back at the movie,
I definitely need to make a list of movies for you.
I believe that, but this is different. This is Star Wars. This isn't like this moment. There was never a movie
for you
this big like this, where the black character is just a guy. He's just another character.
Sideways. He's not the black guy in the movie.
Right. It's never even addressed. It just is him. And I loved that it meant so much to me that I got his Stormtrooper number. And it's not about Star Wars. It's not about the movie itself. Although I appreciate the movie. It's not about the movie.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that great, but it is one of the better ones for sure.
It's a fun one. It's fun.
Yeah.
I love watching it. And it's just about that. It's about the fact that this was the moment that, in my opinion, and I'll get into because we talked about Queen and Slim a little bit. That was the moment of the start of the black renaissance of film, for me at least.
For you, okay.
Where after that came this shift in representation in film in general.
Yeah, I mean, it started a little bit before that, but I understand that's where it started for you. But yeah, this push of like, ain't no black people in this movie, ain't no this in the movie, ain't no this in the movie, ain't no Asian people in the movie, ain't no South Asian people in the movie. Like, Indian people are zero represented. And they put Asian people in the movie because they think they white. So, yeah. But like, I understand
to hear my
that.
timeline?
Yes.
Okay. So it was that. Then it was Get Out.
Okay. What are your feelings towards Get Out?
I love that movie.
Okay. Do you think you should have been nominated for Best Picture of the Year?
What year was it? And what was it against?
You have to look that up because they went back to the 10 model structure.
If Bryce was here,
I think it was 2018.
Did Get Out come out?
2018, 2017.
What year did Get Out come out?
In the United States of America, Get Out was released on February 24th.
17.
Best Picture nominees for 2017.
Technically, it would be
2016
or 2018.
La La Land, Arrival, Lion, Hell or High Water, Hidden Figures, Moonlight. Moonlight was another one.
La La Land was trash.
Okay.
La La Land was the worst movie of that year.
Okay. Moonlight was another one that was important.
Moonlight was brilliant. For me, I try. The past couple years, I've kind of been like, fuck it, I'm not doing this anymore. But I always fall back into it where I will at least make sure I watch every single Best Picture nomination, every single Best Actor, Best Actress nomination, and then and I try to watch all the animated films.
Nice.
And then if I see the other ones as they come around, then I see the other ones. Foreign films are hard to come by. Hit America.
It's not starting to change, actually.
It is. That is starting to change, especially because of the pandemic and everything being on
Squid
Netflix and everything like that. That is helpful. Squid Game was something that would only be showing up in the Golden Globes.
Okay, fair enough.
Because it's a series.
That makes sense. But the Renaissance. But okay, so Get Out. You don't like it?
I did not like it, but I didn't think it. I think the hype of it is overhyped.
That's fine. For me, it was important.
It was definitely important, but I just, like I said, to say it's like best picture worthy in that particular year that it came out.
No, Moonlight should have won and did win.
No, it did win. But like to say it was best picture worthy, I was like, okay, you're pushing it. You're pushing it.
Well, that's because you're
especially, and maybe it's because I'm looking at it from a filter of a movie where people saw it as scary, quote unquote, or like spooky, or what's the word?
Horror,
suspenseful.
Suspense. Okay.
To me, I was like, so you mean to just tell me you shouldn't be dating white women? I've been saying this for years. I don't understand what the problem is.
It says the one who wants to suck Robert De Niro's wrinkly old dick, but all right. So it was a moment of it. So it went from fantasy to really grounded, very like, wow.
I will say this.
Yeah.
The moment in Get Out, I just remember it still internally bugs me when this bitch was eating fucking Fruit Loops. Just like literally just dipping like a fucking donut, the Fruit Loops, and then the side of milk.
You get it why though.
I understand why. I 100% understand why. But sometimes my suspense of belief just turns off.
Yeah.
And I think about things logically. And when I look at it, I just want to be like, you crazy ass bitch. Like,
but that's
who fucking separates the whites from the color? Like, I understand why. It was a separation of the whites from the colors. I 100% get every single piece of symbolism. But it's still, because I know there's people who act like that.
Yeah. That's real. That's a real thing.
That irks my nerve.
Good. That means the movie provoked
like when I see people
thing.
who hold a fork like,
yeah, like a child.
Like a child, I'm
draw.
just like,
yeah, like a caveman eating fucking.
Like my primitive
shit.
instinct is to tackle you and be like, get your shit together, you a fucking adult. Like, it just.
But okay, so but
I get it.
But Star Wars was this. It was another planet, world, and black, whatever. And then to bring it down to something so grounded,
yes,
was like, wow, this is different too. I'd never seen this perspective on film that I understood.
So what else is a part of this Black Renaissance for you?
Then Black Panther came out, and
Black.
Uh-huh.
I have been loving movies. Loving movies my whole fucking life. I pay for the Criterion Channel. God damn it. I love movies.
Man, you're pretentious.
No, I fucking love.
Your clit drinks wine, doesn't it?
We don't need to rewind to when we first started this. And I literally cried about how much I love acting.
I saw it.
I love movies.
Yeah.
Never.
You should use that tears to lube up the clit. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry. I needed to say that. Okay, go ahead. Say what you need to say. Is it done? Fuck, did I fuck it up? You had a nice run too. God.
No, I'm saying all the petty shit that I want to say in my head, and I'm not saying it out loud because I know it's gonna hurt your feelings.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm listening.
Here's the thing about me that you don't know, Aaron.
Okay. Yes, Rachel.
I will light someone up in a roast.
Okay.
Like I will.
Say what you're gonna say. I want to say what I don't want to lose the momentum.
It's too late, but I will say, fuck. No, I don't even remember. What were we talking about?
We were talking about Black Renaissance, Black Panther.
Oh, I've never in my life felt and seen the excitement behind a movie than I have with Black Panther, specifically with black people. Like, we were organizing groups like it was time to go vote, to go watch R.I.P. rest in power, Chadwick. That hurt me when he died. I was just like, what do you mean Chadwick died? To go see Chadwick and go see Queen Mother Angela Bassett, and then like to go see Left Eye Forrest Whitaker. To see like our black royalty on screen as fucking royalty, and they're killing it. And if you know anything about comic books, then you know that T'Challa is the one that eventually turns into the leader of the Avengers. like comic book wise, I know that now that he's passed, I don't know what the MCU is going to do with that. But just to see all of that, see this Afrofuturism, I have never in my life seen black people so excited and proud of a fucking movie.
Yeah.
Before a movie.
Yep.
That man.
It was so
Ryan Coogler. God damn.
Mm-hmm. My sister went to school with him. She's a director. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, she's on her grind. Either way, that was a step. It went from fantasy to more grounded to everyone.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, this is it. That moment. The moment in the end. First off, the
camera flip.
The camera flip, I mean, is without question one of the moments. Either way, you already talked about. We've talked about it.
Camera flip is just so typical. Okay.
The moment where they're building at the very end when they're building the community center. The black kid comes up to Chadwick and he's standing there. He's like, "Who are you?" And then he smiles and cut to.
And then they cut. Yeah.
It gives me chills when I think about it.
Yeah.
And it's shit like that white people don't understand because they've had it their whole life. It's the
right. They get that move. They get that moment at the end of every Marvel movie, but it doesn't connect with them the same way.
It's just that's the end of the movie. It's like, no, you don't understand.
It's like, but it's not the end of the movie.
This was a moment that is so hard to describe to white people that I'm sure Asian people are feeling with Shang-Chi. I haven't seen it, but I assume that's a similar.
My thoughts on Shang-Chi is the first 15 minutes are garbage.
Okay.
But then it's amazing.
I gotta watch it still. When it comes out on Disney Plus, I'll watch it.
It's all on Disney Plus now.
Oh, is it? I gotta go watch it. But
you gotta get on your shit
because it's stand up, I'm like I gotta balance my life. Either way,
do.
And then to me, Queen and Slim had this punctuation in that it went from big fantasy world to more grounded to everyone's black and to this is. Not reality, but it is a nice little like
button.
It's a button. It's a button to the end of it because then after that was the pandemic.
Yeah. I do agree that like Queen and Slim is definitely a moment in this so-called black film renaissance. Do I love the movie? No.
That's fine.
I do not.
I loved it.
But even Lena knows that people either love that movie or fucking hate it. It took me 2 days to watch that movie.
Really?
I did not like it.
But why?
It just.
Also, after this, I'm gonna have to head to the Laugh Factory and sit.
Okay. It just didn't sit right with me. It just didn't sit right. It was very predictable, but it was also very dumb. And like every decision that the two of them made, I was like, the fuck are you doing?
Have you looked at it as just like a modern day slave escape film?
Yeah, I get all that.
Oh my God.
It's just not.
Pretentious fuck.
Hey, there's a saying in Dallas. In Austin, they say keep Austin weird. But in Dallas, we say keep Dallas pretentious. So, as much as I don't want to be from there, I'm from there. And therefore, I am pretentious, but not as pretentious as anyone from California.
How have you been to California, right?
No.
Okay, then you have no idea how fucking podunk California
met
actually is.
Plenty of you. When I lived in Austin, everyone from Austin was from fucking California.
From where from California?
In California. Doesn't matter.
No, it does. Because there's certain parts of California that are far more hick than Texas
I
could
know
ever
that
be.
you weren't from where they're from, and therefore...
You don't think so?
California's pretentious.
Go visit Hemet. You let me know how you feel.
I'm not... No.
Exactly. Well, this has been a wonderful experience.
What else do you want to know?
I've been enjoying.
Me?
Oh, we're gonna do another episode. I
never agreed to that. Where's my contract?
I've enjoyed speaking to your giant clit. This has just been your giant clit talking on the microphone. Actually,
you don't know when to stop. I'm starting to see why you don't get on shows.
Eventually, we'll hear from Rachel. But right now, we've been speaking to Rachel's clit. who has been speaking
Now
a
I'm
lot.
seeing why you've been here for 3 months and you haven't secured your own show.
Yeah, because I don't have a giant clit to fuck all the
At
promoters.
a
My fault.
major, excuse me.
Oh, saucy.
You know, don't do that.
Uh-huh.
Don't ever do that. Please don't ever confuse. I do not fuck for shit that I've gotten.
I believe you. You seem very talented and likable. That's why I still talk to you.
Okay, but let's not put that energy in the air. I don't fucking joke like that.
Okay.
I got stuff because I'm talented and people like me.
Okay. It has been good speaking and interacting with you.
Mm-hmm.
I look forward to sleeping on your floor probably. And I'm going to head to the Laugh Factory to sit and hopefully get stage time that you already have.
Ding, ding, ding.
See, look at me giving you a compliment and you can't take it with stride. You have to be petty about it.
I literally just took it.
It's your body language.
I'm leaning on a fucking TV table.
This does look like it's perfect for TV dinners.
That's what it's for, but I use it as my desk when I don't want to work at my actual desk.
Oh, you have 2 desks. Oh, look at you being rich. All right.
Yeah.
Till next time, we'll probably do another one of these.
You think so?